Hey everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of like not too heavy full glam. So I just want like makeup that you can just throw on like quite quick and you're out the door and you look like you didn't put that much effort in it and there's not like a load of like complicated colours and stuff like that. So it is going to be a neutral full glam. So yeah, let's just get right into the tutorial. I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution in f5.7. This is like a matte finish and I really like using this when I'm going out because it keeps my skin matte, obviously. So I have oily skin, and when you put all like the products to help with oily skin, it should last a long time on your skin, and that's very important because if you start putting all oily and dewy and all that on oily skin, it's not going to last. Okay, so that product is cruelty free and vegan, but now I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is in 7.5, so this is quite dark because this foundation here is quite light, as you can see. So I place that in the center and then I'm going to just buff it out, and then I'm just going to go in with the darker shade. Now I don't really use this actually at all, but because it's too dark and I'm trying to use cruelty free, and I'm not sure if this is, if anybody knows, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to waste it because I bought it for myself and it was expensive. It is really dark on my skin when I just have that, but because it's balancing out with the lighter shade, it doesn't seem as dark. So I like to go around the perimeters of my face with this foundation. It's full coverage and I don't think it's as glowy and dewy as our other foundations, which I like because, like I keep saying, I'm oily skin, and if I'm going out I need it to last. So as you can you see my forehead compared to the center of my face? So yeah, I like to do this technique when I don't have the right foundation shades and I don't want to waste foundation. Okay, so once you have that blended in, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This one is the All Night Long in Oatmeal. And we're really going to just do this highlighting situation. Down the nose, like so. Boop. And a little bit on the forehead and in on the chin, and I like to go here because I get really red, like broken vein situation. And you do want to prime your whole eyelid because I'm going to be putting eyeshadows on top. Now this product dries quite quick. I love this one because it's also a matte finish to it. So I'm just getting a little Real Techniques baby blender brush. But you can use whatever, like beauty blenders or whatever you're comfortable, your finger. I have never been like using my hands to do my fingers to like buff out products. I don't know why, I just can't have for a really creative, like artistic person, I hate getting my hands and all dirty with colours. Yeah, like I was never really into that like special effects because like the blood and the latex and all that, you just getting it everywhere. Ugh. So what I like to do, just to kind of melt it together, get your foundation brush and bounce it on top, making sure to bounce it and not doing like this because you're going to move the product around, and we really want to focus the concealer where we put it down. So let's get to contouring. So I'm going to go and use my Hazelnut and the Barry M. Loving this combination. I also scraped my forehead, so let's just ignore that. I go like this. I like to use the majority of the stick and do that, and I go light-handed, and I always start from here and out so the less product goes here because we want it to fade. You can see I have not re-dipped this stick. I'm just going in with what's on my little applicator. So yeah, now I'm going to buff it in. I'm going to use my slanty brush. I'm just going to buff up. See, this dries so quick, you just want to like that. Like, see how pigmented that concealer was? Like seriously, it's so good for the price. Now cross your forehead and into your hairline. If you have really blonde hair, just be very careful. You should use like one of them hair things. I actually have one of them, but I'm too lazy to put it in my hair. I also have like the headbands. So making sure that there is no harsh lines. Everything needs to be like melted together. There's no like stopping and starting. What else? Okay, so now the small little brush again. You really want to try and buff that out. So this can be quite difficult. You want to buff it out but keep it in the same spot. You really need to work quick. So, I mean, if you're not really comfortable in using creams, you can just use powders. I find that powders are easier like to clean up. You could just get like your foundation and kind of just tidy it up that way, but I like the finish of a liquid. It looks more natural in my opinion. Base is done. Base is done. So just jumping onto my eyes now. I'm going to just leave my eyebrows and I'll do that at the end. I'm going to go in with Beauty Bay. This is the 42 colour palette, bright. So I'm going to go in with, I love this. What you want to do is you want to get a big fluffy brush. And this one is by Fuchsia. So I'm just going to go into Bare Necessities, sorry. And I'm going to wash this all over my top lid like so. So Bare Necessities is very, very natural, as you can tell. But I like that. This is what we're going for, okay? So once you have that done, I'm going to go in with a smaller, fluffier brush. Going to Preppy Pekin, which is the slightly darker. And I'm going to just tap that in the outer corner. Like that. Like a little line. And then above my crease, just ever so slightly. So the Bare Necessities is there to help blend the next dark colour. Does that make sense? So it's really soft and smoky, and that's what we want. So I'm going to grab that Pekin, what is it? Preppy Pekin? The dark shade. So I'm going kind of like halfway in, not too much, okay? And I'm really just going to lift it up here. Like that. See how soft that is? This is exactly what we want, okay? I'm going to grab that colour and I'm just going to focus that really on the outer, like, corner of my eye. Like that. And I'm lifting it up to the end of this tail. Eyebrow tail. Okay? So keep it lifted. Everything. And then just keep building it up. If you get any harsh lines, go back in with your large fluffy brush and buff it out, okay? It's makeup, it's eyeshadow, you can fix it. So all I'm doing here is building it back and forth, back and forth. I'm keeping above that crease. Can you see that? It's so soft, but it's what we're wanting, okay? Trust the process. Okay, so next up, this colour right here. So it's kind of like a yellow, a baby, like very light yellow. And this is from Makeup Atelier and it's in the 205 palette, ombre palette. Sorry, let me just specify ombre. So when I'm doing in here, I really want to pack that colour on. So I'm going to use a flat brush and I'm dipping into this like matte yellow. Baby yellow. and I'm focusing that in the center of my lid to the tear duct. So just keep patting. See the way that's brightening my eye? So the tear duct, keep going into the center. Like I said, go above your crease. Okay, like so. No harsh lines, okay? So just keep back and forth, pat where you want more coverage. So I want more coverage here. I'm going to pat on the lid. Okay, now I'm going to go into, I'll use the same brush, the white. It's a matte white. You don't need this palette, but if you have a baby matte yellow, use that. And then and a white, a matte white. Tap. Ooh. And I'm focusing that, boom, in the tear duct, okay? It's matte, and then you can kind of go on top, but it's still, because it's white, it's still going to give you that like highlight, but it's matte. Amazing, okay? So just keep that underneath. So all we have underneath is a bit of the white and a bit of that dark brown. Cool dark brown, okay? And I'm really just going like that. And that's your eye done with the eyeshadows. I'm happy with that. Like, I want everything to be like soft. Now I'm going to go in with this Kaylee palette, but it's just to use the black liner in it, so you can use whatever liner you're using. Like, you obviously don't need to buy this palette just to use a black eyeliner. So I'm going to activate it with some Fix Plus and get my little Kaylee brush that comes with the set. This, my friend, is going to be probably the most difficult part of this look. You don't have to do this part. You can just lash on mascara and throw your fake lashes on or whatever. But I really wanted a nice exaggerated wing with this, so that's what I'm going to do. So I hope that I can do this so that you can see. So what I like to do is start with the corner and go up like that. Scary, I know. I'm really going to go into my eye, sorry, in here. Keeping it so tight like that, see? I know these eyeliner situations can be quite difficult, but if you keep practicing, you will learn. So I'm just going to go along the lash line, okay? And then when I get to the corner here, I kind of do a little triangle. I just lift it earlier so that you can meet it with the other line that you created at the corner. I'm filling the little triangle in, okay? I don't want a thick, like this is not a thick liner, it's just a very thin one. Like so. I want to keep it not too crazy. Now to stick your lashes on. So for this, I actually got like loads of different lashes from Shein. And these are the set that I'm going with. These come with like 4 different shapes. And this is the last one, which is kind of the more like natural ones. Because they get bigger, I think, in the set. So I'm going to get my dual glue and just stick this on. I've already trimmed them, so always trim them before you stick. The only thing is I don't like to use the word hate, you know. Just new ones. I like when there's, I know it's gonna sound like disgusting, but I like using already used eyelashes, and I'll tell you why. Because it's more like soft on the eye. There's a bit of protection. Do you ever get new ones and then you stick it on and they're like so crisp and hard that sometimes they can dig into you? No? Maybe just me. But anyways, I let the glue dry 30 seconds. I use dual glue, the clear one, so that if I mess about, I normally don't, but if you're a beginner, get the clear one, because the black will leave all dots if you don't get it the first time. I tilt my head back and I tilt the false lash back, and I stick the center down, and then the sides. Hold on. My mirror is way too far for me to do this, so bear with me. Oh yeah. That's all I had to do, was just push it down. And then you can add your mascara on the bottom and the top. So yeah. I'm going to go off camera now and do the other eye. Okay, so both eyes are done. I did a little mistake on this eye, of course, luckily off camera. All I did was set my face and then put my brows on. I just set my face with this all over. I'm not going to go over the contour with the powder bronzer that I normally use, like my Fenty Beauty. I think I'm contoured and shaped enough. I'm happy with that, so I just set my whole face with a translucent powder. Now I'm going to go into my lips. I'm going to do a very ombre matte lip, so I'm using the Kylie Jenner Ice Latte. The reason why I'm using this is, hold on, this pencil. It's because it's quite dark brown. So I really want to fill in the sides here, here and here with the pencil. Like this. And just leaving the center clear. Do you see that? Really difficult with that pencil because it's fucked. Now I'm going to go in with the Kesh or Cash? Anyways, Beauty Veil lipstick. So look at how nude this is. And it's matte, so I'm just focusing that in the center. And then blot. And you get this like nice ombre. Nice ombre finish. Okay. So now I'm just going to slightly set my face with Fix Plus. Oh, I did a little mistake there. I'll fix that up in a minute. But this is just going to make your face look less powdery. Honestly, how quick was that tutorial, that eyeshadow? Like boom, boom, boom. If you have any colours like that, try it, see how we get on. I promise you, it's a look that never gets old. It's always going to look nice and glam. So yeah, if you like this makeup tutorial, don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!